Welcome back to Rachel B. the Healthy Wee. And staying with our summer theme, I'm going to show you how to make a microwave cobbler with a no-bake crumble topping. Because I don't know about you, but in the summer, I don't want to heat up the house or stand over the hot stove. So if I can't microwave it, cook it on the grill or out in the smoker, it's not happening. So let's go ahead and move forward. I'm going to be using some mulberries today. We have a mulberry tree, and I know not everyone has access to this. This could be blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, peaches, apples, whatever you want to put inside your cobbler. I mainly am making it because I really wanted to do an a la mode, so I'm going to put a little over ice cream. So I have roughly 3 cups of mulberries that I harvested. In here I have 1 tablespoon of pure sweetener and then 2 tablespoons of allulose. The sugar ratio, to be honest with you, is really going to depend on how sweet your berries are. And since we've had kind of a heat wave going through, quite honestly, our mulberries have been quite sweet on the last, so I didn't add a ton. Then we are going to add 2 tablespoons of tapioca flour. This is going to be a thickener. If you are ketogenic, you certainly can go ahead and utilize a little bit of coconut flour to be your moisture grabber. So I'm going to use 2 tablespoons. And now we're just going to roll the berries around in that. If you want, you can throw a little bit of lemon juice in because it always brings out berry flavor really nicely to have that little bit of tartness. We're just coating the berries, as you can see, with all this. And then I have 2 dishes back here. So I'm going to go ahead and do a half a teaspoon of lemon juice in there too. Alright, now I'm going to take my 2 glass dishes because I need something that's going to be microwave safe. There we go. Now we're going to go over to the microwave and we are going to nuke these for anywhere from 2 to 3.5 minutes. And again, that depends on how firm your fruit is. So at 2 minutes, we're going to check them and see if they need to keep going or if we have a nice squishiness. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the crumble topping. Remember I said it's no bake, so once our berries come out and are finished, we just top it off and we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and use the same bowl, and in here I'm going to put, and I already mixed together, 2 cups of almond flour and a half a cup of coconut flour, as well as a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So let's throw that in. Then we're going to use 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Five tablespoons of butter, and or we can also use melted coconut oil, because if we do that, thus far we are vegan friendly. You can also use maple syrup to sweeten your berries, and you can keep this paleo as well, so up to you. And then we are going to use 6 tablespoons of syrup. That can be simple syrup, as I've made here. So I made mine a maple flavored simple syrup with using 3/4 cup of allulose and 3/4 cup of water and about 1 teaspoon of maple extract. So let's get this. And you can see it also had 1/8 teaspoon of xanthan gum. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's go ahead and start mixing this up. There we go. We have a nice, yummy crumble topping. So we're going to go ahead and let this sit, because you know how coconut flour absorbs. So let's put that off to the side. And let's grab our berries. I went ahead and nuked mine for 3.5 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, so here's our berries. Always be careful because often, especially if you use glass, it's gonna be really warm when you bring it out of the microwave. So I did 3.5, and I just wanted to show you at 2 minutes I stopped, stirred, and then put it back in for another 1.5 minutes. But you see how they have the fun gooey, and you have the thickened juice because of that tapioca that we put in there. So just like cobbler. Now we're gonna go ahead and just throw our crumble on top. Again, you don't have to bake this crumble. If you wanted to throw it in the microwave to heat everything up, you certainly can, but you can also just eat it like this. What would be fun is if you happen to have a torch that you use for food, you could also give it a little torch on the top, crisp it. Now the amount that I made is enough to do a whole dish, so it's going to be a little bit more than I need for these 2 small, but if you actually wanted to make a whole dish to serve, that'll work as well for that. And there we have it. We're gonna do our usual and see if we hit a Justin thumbs up, my husband.
Thumbs up.
All right, sounds like that tastes pretty good. So again, something fun for the summer, even though it's warm. And what would be really awesome and what I made mine for is that I'm going to put it over some vanilla ice cream. In fact, you guys hold on just a minute, I'll show you that too. All right, to me it reminds me of going to a restaurant and having, like, you know, apple pie a la mode. So we've got a couple scoops of vanilla ice cream, and then we are just gonna scoop this right on top. And voila, we have a tasty, delicious, and quick summer dessert. So I hope you give this a try, and I will put it in the description below, but with a few minor changes. You can make this both paleo and or vegan, or whatever works for your diet. So I'm going to put all the options on the description below. So I hope you give this a try. Stay with us as we continue to bring you some fun summer recipes, and thanks for watching.